Well, hi, I'm Michael Sampson. It's been some rain in the last couple of days out where I live, so I've come down to show you some of the backdrop around the countryside of Christchurch. I'm based just out of Christchurch in the South Island of New Zealand. I'm really looking forward to the upcoming SharePoint conferences in Sydney and Auckland. My specialty is in the people area of SharePoint and related collaboration technologies. I'm going to be doing a speaking session at both of the conferences. In Australia and Auckland it's the same talk, and I'll be talking about one of the key themes for me this year, which is reimagining effective work. The idea is, how do we move beyond just automating current ways of working or just focusing on efficiency-based improvements to actually reimagining what we can do to make work more effective. The key takeaways for my talk will include the need to be able to see beyond mere efficiency improvements, or one of the common complaints that we get in a SharePoint world is that organizations treat SharePoint just as the new file server. We can do so much more with that based on the capabilities that we have available. So learning to be able to see opportunities beyond mere efficiency is what I'm really interested in. Let me give you an example. It's not a SharePoint one, but I think it captures the essence perfectly of what I'm looking for and how organizations need to do things better. So Cisco in North America, so America and Canada, had sales specialists who were tied to geographical areas. When a salesperson needed an on-site demo or a client wanted some help with a particular topic, a Cisco salesperson would request a sales specialist from their geography to come and help them. Now, these sales specialists had to cover multiple products and multiple clients in a given geography, and so it often took time in order to schedule a meeting. As a result of reimagining what work could look like from Cisco, using some of the Cisco capabilities like telepresence and high definition video and other capabilities like that, Cisco was able to move away from a geographically based sales specialist role to a region-wide role. And whenever a customer needed assistance, they would be able to locate the most appropriate sales specialist, and that person would come into a meeting via telepresence or high definition video. This, in essence, is the reimagining of what work looks like. And the implications of that change were significant for Cisco. Sales specialists had to travel a whole lot less. Sales specialists were able to build deep expertise in particular areas. Customers got much better service as a result of being able to get faster access to the people that they were dealing with. So this is all about reimagining effective work. I'm passionate about the whole area of collaboration and how we can encourage people to work together more effectively. This has been my life's work since the mid-90s, where after completing university I've focused pretty much all of my work around collaboration, which includes culture, governance and adoption. How to help organizations make collaboration work is the key area that I'm interested in. What I'm looking for is to help organizations move beyond the we've installed the technology and no one's using it to we've installed the technology and now we know what we need to do in order to achieve great outcomes. My session's going to be talking about reimagining effective work, and as I've highlighted previously in this video, it will be about learning to see new ways of being effective based on capabilities that we have available to us. I think of it in terms of a double loop. On one side you've got the loop of what does work look like for us now in our organization, and on the other loop you've got we have new capabilities and new technologies available to us in products like SharePoint. And when you put both of these things together, it gives the opportunity to reimagine what work looks like. My sessions are designed for two main audiences. On the one side, you've got the business people who want to achieve business value and outcomes as a result of using SharePoint or Microsoft Lync and some of those other technologies. My sessions are not technical, but they're very much focused on how can we achieve what we're trying to achieve as an organisation based on having these new capabilities available. So that's the first side. However, if you are a technical person and traditionally do development or administration or come at this from an IT perspective, you would get a lot of value from coming, because my sessions will help you see beyond the IT view of the world out to what life is like in the trenches in an organisation. My earliest memory of SharePoint is right back when Microsoft first announced SharePoint. I was working for Ferris Research at the time, which is an industry analyst firm out of San Francisco, and we wrote a white paper back then severely criticising Microsoft for its design of SharePoint and taking them to task for some of the design decisions that they'd made. It's a number of years since I've been to one of the SharePoint conferences in New Zealand. I've never previously been able to make it to a SharePoint conference in Australia, usually because I've been in other places around the world. I do quite a few workshops and conference trips to Europe or to America, and so it's fantastic this year that I'm able to come to the Auckland conference and also the Sydney conference in the middle of July. I really look forward to meeting you there. I've been to many conferences over the last couple of years, and I think there are two main areas of value that people gain from coming to these conferences. The first is the value of content. You get to meet people from across the world who have made SharePoint and its effective use their life, their work. And you get to learn from them, talk with them, engage with them. So I think that's a really key area of value that you get. However, I would say that there is a second key area of value as well, and that is the opportunity to meet with colleagues and people that work in other organisations that are doing similar things to you. One of the things that I hear very often is that people think they are unique, that they're the only ones that have a particular issue or problem. And yet when you get to come to a conference like this, you get to trade stories, you get to hear what other people are going through and dealing with. You're able to say, it's not just me. We're not unique. It's not just our organisation. And there's a whole lot of confidence and comfort in hearing that. Because other people are going through these issues as well as you, because other people are taking approaches as well as you have the opportunity to learn from them, to talk with them. Perhaps they've done some things that are really bad in terms of process and approach, and if you are thinking of doing the same, then you can reconsider and reevaluate whether that's going to be most appropriate for you. On the flip side of that, you might hear some new strategies and ideas that you can apply to your own work that greatly elevate the effectiveness of what you're doing. So there's value all around. I look forward to seeing you there and engaging with you over a coffee or a lemonade or something like that.